Welcome and thanks for joining me. Tonight is the last installment of the Habit Change blog series. I will do a recap as well, but tonight is the last piece of content for that. This is my little love bug here. Always has to be in the middle of everything. At any rate, so tonight I wanted to talk about we manage what we monitor and what that really means. So Gretchen Rubin in her book Better Than Before talks about the importance of monitoring the kind of changes that we're trying to make. And that makes sense, right? And, think about it. What's really important is understanding, or the reason why that's so important is understanding what you're trying to monitor. This isn't distracting at all. You're very cute. What you're trying to monitor, what you're trying to change, and you need to be able to measure that in order to understand whether or not you're headed in the right direction, or if there are other changes that need to be made, some adjustments in what you're trying, in your tactics of how you're making that change. So those are really important pieces to creating habit change in your life, is monitoring what you're doing. So a couple things. So first thing, so let's dig into that just a little bit deeper. Oh my God, seriously, Remy, you're cute. The first thing is to be able to measure change. You won't be able to know how far you've come in your process if you don't have anything to measure it against. And what's really important to me in that I have found is being able to measure those small things. So sometimes it's, okay, seriously, dog. Sometimes it is, she's really distracting. I'm sorry. Sometimes it is paying attention to those small things and those small victories that can be so important in keeping your momentum going. Notice I didn't say or I did say momentum, but not motivation. It's not about motivation, it's about momentum, building momentum. So having those small victories that you can build up one after the other is really important. But you don't know what those are if you're not monitoring what you're doing. The other piece of that, so understanding where you currently are, where you are, and where you're going. And in that, you might try a habit change for a week, and some things are going well, some things are going a little bit tougher. If you don't evaluate what you're doing, then it's tough to make those adjustments. It's tough to know what adjustments need to be made. So throughout the process, it's really, really important to have all of those evaluation points throughout the process so that you can make adjustments to be even more successful as you continue moving through the process of habit change. And those are really the two big pieces that I wanted to talk to you tonight about in terms of habit change, is managing what we monitor. And, what's so important, and it can be such a key, is it may be one of those things that monitoring itself doesn't create habit change, right? But the process of monitoring does have a lot of power to it, because although it doesn't require change to monitor, it can create change. You are able to create change through monitoring. So I'm going to say goodnight now with my very distracting, very adorable dog. So thank you for joining me And here is to habit change. I will post this weekend as well a recap of the series. It was a 6-part series, so that you have that at your fingertips. I hope you all have a great night. Remy says good night as well.